Today we are talking about the time value of money, which are reported by Christina and Gisaniana. From the first slide, there's pictures in there that explains time value of money. Now, time value of money is the concept that money you have now is worth more than the identical sum in the future due to its potential earning capacity. This core principle of finance holds that provided money can earn interest, any amount of money is worth more the sooner it is received. Time value of money is also sometimes referred to as present discounted value. It can affect all aspects of business in every industry. And the reason of the time value of money is because of interest. Why? Because of interest, the value of money is different in a certain period of time. So, when we say interest, kung mag-savings ka kwarta, of course, there is an interest. But, it depends on the exact percentage. So, whatever it is, your present value of money to future value of money is greater than present. That explains if you save today, the better to the future. If you save, kung ato pa sa kananay dugay pa, so malisan dyan ang imuhang kananay lessen ang imuhang chance na nakay future value of money kay wala man nimo siya gi-invest sa karon pa. So the sooner the better kag ma-invest og dali. Next, understanding time value of money. The time value of money draws from the idea that rational investors prefer to receive money today rather than the same amount of money in the future because of money potential to grow in a value or a given period of time. For example, money deposited into a savings account earns a certain interest rate and is therefore said to be compounding in value. So, as what I've said earlier, the sooner the better yung mag-invest kang money kayo. Magdugay-dugay kang savings, so ang imong money di sa ingon mo-grow og kanang dali, di ingon nga mo interest og dali kay bisan pag isa kag ginagmay ang interest, so wala may interest na dinagko, naara man jud na sa ginagmay ra man jud na interest na to makuha. So after 5 years, we don't know nga katong imong gi-invest na 1,000. After 5 years, matingalan ta, uy, niabot na daging ani ang ako ang gi-invest sa una nga gamay ra man to kayo. So it is very grateful nga mag-save ka karon kaysa sa unsa pa ay maka-earn man ka og money nga nagdagan ra siya, wala man siya labti basta kain as long as taas siya interest. Unlike sa kung dili nimo i-savings ang imong kwarta, so that means ang imong kwarta di wala pa jud nag-interest, nahurot pa jud kay imo na magi-gasto. Gigasto naman nimo og kanunay magasto. Gastuhonon sa balay. Time value of money is the difference between an amount of money in the present at the same time amount of money in the future. Having money now is more valuable than having money later. In simpler terms, it would be safe to say that a dollar was worth more yesterday than today, and a dollar today is worth more than a dollar tomorrow. So it is very sabotable naman na kanang mas better ang karon kaysa sa ugma. You don't need to kanang be article on this topic. So it's be open-minded about money, how our money runs, for how to save money for better value for the future. Simple interest. Interest are rental fee to borrow money. Simple interest when the interest received or paid is based solely on the amount of the money that was initially invested. Therefore, the interest earned each period or year will be the same. Compounding interest. Compounding interest is much different than simple interest. Compound interest is the kind of interest you would like to receive in an investment, but definitely not the kind of interest you want to pay. Why? Because the interest rate is based on the balance of the investment, which is calculated not the initial investment. What this means that interest is being earned on both the investment and the interest earned from the previous period. If you invest $100 for 5 years, then the compound rate is 10%. In the end of the first year for investment will be $110 because it is earned 10% for interest. In the end of second year, your investment will be $121. This means that it earned $11 of interest for the second year, and it is different from the first year. Meaning to say, kung mag-invest ka nga year, automatically, your money is interest na. So, this means compound interest is every year, nag-interest siya. Kung pila ang imuhang interest, pagka first year, so, sunod na year, kato imuhang interest, mo times 2 na punto siya, kaya lain naman punto siya nga interest. Unlike sa kanang simple interest. So, naman siya ang kanang table sa kanang compound interest. From 0% nag-interest na dyan siya up to kanang 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. At nga 5 years, ang imong money, nag-grow na siya exponentially. Tungod kaya there is a percentage every year man og pila tong money nga imong gi-invest. So, kani, compound interest, there is a formula on how to kanang kuhaon nimo kung pila ang imong interest nga year, present year or the current year. Nangita mo siya og future value, so we will use present value times 1 plus interest with the exponent of n, which means n is number of period the investment will be held, and the I is for interest. Future value. This is your ending amount at a point in time in the future. It should be worth more than the present value, provided it is earning interest and growing over time. The following formula allow us to calculate the future value of cash flow from its present value. So, kani, No, here, there is a formula here. Ani mo tanawon kung pila tong ani nimo makita kung pila ang imong interest gikan sa imong present value nga money, kung pila ang nidagan nimo na kwarta o pila ang lisod na kwarta sa imong initial investment. What is an annuity? An annuity is a series of equal payments that are either paid to you or paid from you. Annuities can be cash flows paid such as monthly rent payments, car payments, or they can be money received such as semi-annual coupon payments from a bond. Just remember, for a series of cash flows to be considered an annuity, the cash flows need to be equal. Annuity due is when payment is made at the beginning of the payment period. Rent, for example, where you are usually required to payment in advance at the first of every month. Ordinary annuity is a payment that is paid or received at the end of the period. An example of ordinary annuity will be coupon payments made from bonds. Usually bonds will make semi-annual coupon payments at the end of every 6 months. So when we say annuity, na siya differentiate between the annuity due and the ordinary annuity. So, mayroon tag ka ng rental expenses. When we say rental expenses, so, na may uban nga mga borders nga mag-payment sila kanang kung kanos sila nagsugod jud. This example, January 5 sila nagsugod. So, dyan sila 5 na pod mo bayad. Unya, mga tag ordinary ka lahi man po nagilahang kuan. Ang ordinary ka may man at tumas ka nang nay awa-awahi kung may tag butang na tog binuan are na dyan sila sa end of the month. End of the month sila mo bayad, unlike sa katong or annuity due kay ang due kanus aman sila ni start.
Present value. This is your current starting amount. It is the money you have in your hand at the present time, your initial invest for your future. Examples. Kantay na kay kung unsa na ani mo kwarta if imo nang invest sa example sa bangko, so na posibilidad nga moanak or modako, so magamit ani mo sa imong umaabot nga future. Time value of money formulas. There are two ways we can calculate the time value of money. We can find the present value of future cash flow via the following formula. This is the sum formula of finding present value. Present value is equals to future value over one additional interest rate with the exponent of number of period. Mathematically, we can express this in a more visual impact form. This is also a formula of finding present value. Notice the negative sign of the power, which allow us to remove the fraction from equation. Examples. Today and 1 year. So, mas dako jud ang karon kay sa pagkakaron $9.91 ang imuhang kita arong adlaw ikumpara sa in 1 year unya $100 ra. So mas nidako siya pag 1 year. Present value. Receive $100 in a year. Discount year of 10%. What is the present value of the $100 payment you will receive in a 1 year? So this is the formula. Present value is equals to future value over 1 additional 0.10 interest rate with the exponent of 1 year. Intra-year compound interest is when interest is compounded more frequently than 1 time per year. This means that there are multiple compounding periods per year. So examples. So sa every year nagtubo ang imong kwarta. After how many years? There is possibility mo expand ang imong investment because of the interest rate. Future value of ordinary annuity payments $1,000, interest 5%, number of period for 5 years. When we say payment, it is your initial investment so ini ka 1 year inikalabay sa 1 year ang imuhang kwarta kay nagdagan na, and then nagdagan kung pila ka years ang inyuhang quota at the end of the year. Present value of an ordinary annuity is equals to $4,329.48. Present value of an ordinary annuity. There is some formula of the solution of present value of an ordinary annuity. You can show these examples. Present value of annuity due to equal for $4,544.95 present value of an annuity due. Also, this is some solution how to find present value of annuity. Perpetuity is a fixed cash flow received over an indefinite number of periods. For example, if someone were to receive $1,000 per month until they dead, that would be a perpetuity. Like for example, SS, mga pensyon, mo na ang usa sa mga examples. Magbayad kay ni kanang sa 5 years, hindi ka man sa 5 years, kung kanusta ka magpa pensyon, tama na siya ini ka matay nimo kay imuha man ng kwarta murag savings ba siya. Present value of perpetuity. Present value, cash flow interest rate, $1,000 per year forever with an available interest rate of 5%. Present value, $1,000 slash point divide 0.5 is equal to $20,000. Another example, $1,000 per year forever with a available interest rate of 5%. Present value, cash flow interest rate. This is another way of how to take or saan pag-calculate sa present value of perpetuity. The time value of money concept is crucial in calculating the intrinsic value of shares and investment opportunities in companies and projects. Almost every recommendation ever given is based on the total value of money concept, even if person making it is aware. Because of the concept, we know that the earlier we start to invest, the better. It is the benefit of receiving money now instead of in the future that makes investing work. And it is rooted in time preference. In the end, time value of money explains will the reason behind the existence of interest rate. This is our report for today. God bless.